Hi guys, this will be the final reveal on the Revell Messerschmitt ME262 that I just built. This isn't the only video I did on it, but I did do a lot of pictures on Facebook and Google+. My work schedule has been so hectic that sitting down to make a video and editing is just almost impossible. This is the old tooling from Monogram back when God was little, from 40 years ago, in the 1970s, I believe. The only thing that was been updated on it since then is the decal sheet, which oddly enough does include a swastika. When I built this kit back in the early 80s, it didn't have that. I went off the reservation on the paint scheme on this one to try to match Pretty Boy from the movie Red Tails. He was the German squadron commander. It was like the arch nemesis of the Tuskegee Airmen in the movie Red Tails. And they called him Pretty Boy because he had the front nose of his plane was all painted yellow, and both his ME-109 and I think it was an ME-109. May have been an FW-190. I think it was a 109. A BF-109, and then the 262 towards the end of the movie were painted bright yellow. And then also, instead of having the normal model camouflage on the fuselage with the splinter camouflage on the wings and on the top of the fuselage, the plane, which was in the movie, which was all CGI anyway, but had model camo all over. So I went for that. That was really cool look, so I went for that. So we have the all yellow nose, got a little bit of staining for his guns. It's the all over modeled camo on the wings and the fuselage. Had the yellow band on the tail. The one in the movie had a white circle around the swastika too, but I didn't have anything handy in the right size to mask off or to use a decal for that, so I just went with it without the yellow. This plane was number 1 too, so it's not exact match anyway. Just a representation of it. The only real issue I had with this kit at all was it's an option to have the gun bay doors open, and I think they kind of want you to do it that way because the actual door panels don't fit in the opening. It's too small, and it's not cut square for the body. So I had to do a lot of work on that. I ended up basically sanding down the inside of the door and making new interior panels for it so it fit properly as far as height and width. And then I had to do some red Bondo, and then I went with the perfect plastic putty finally to smooth it out to hide the big holes and gaps in it. We got the easy line for the antenna like we always have. Just like normal, I usually had no pilot in the cockpit. The kit comes with 2 figures, but neither one of them go in, and they actually seem awfully big for the model itself. They seem much larger than 48 scale. Probably somewhere, not quite 32nd, probably somewhere around 40 scale instead of 48 scale is what they seem like. But I didn't take a ruler out and measure, so the plane may be oversized too, for that matter. Yes, that's about Yeah, as far as the paint goes, we've got the normal ROM blue on the bottom, and landing gear down. This is like a probably get it for $10, $12. I paid $12 for it at Hobby Lobby with the coupon. No more than it's like $12.99 maybe or something like that. So it's an old kit. It's got raised panel lines. You know, ooh, not raised panel lines. An old tooling. Revell can sell it cheap because it's been paid for 30 years. And it builds into a decent looking, in my opinion, 262. You also had an option to open up one of the engines, but I didn't do that. I just don't like having my airplanes look like a dissected frog. I appreciate the detail that's there, and that you're able to build into the plane. But unless you're doing a diorama where it's being serviced, I just don't like having the dissected frog look. So that's all I got to say about that. So hope you enjoy seeing the 262. The 410 should be done hopefully tomorrow, the first one. I'll try to get on the second one. I need to get this video edited, do an update video on the 410. I got to do my box stock community box stock build intro video. I got to get that done today. Before it starts raining, I'm going to try to get a coat of paint on my Mach 5. And I still got the GTX I got to get going. So, and I'm working all week, so my plate is full. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing the Revell Monogram ME262. It's the A1 version. And we'll see you on the next video. Have a good day, guys.